Welcome back to our channel. Charlotte's not with me at the moment, she's feeling a little bit unwell. So you've got just me for all this time, which is absolutely shit really, to be honest. There's some things you don't know about me. I'm kind of stuck in Anstey. You're probably wondering why we're here so much. The fact is, I'm at school. Yes, 49 years old and I'm back at school to learn French. And the reason why I've got to learn French is because of this thing called Brexit. So in order to get what's called a carte de séjour, I've got to take 4 months, 400 hours of French classes. And then we can go wherever we want to go. Probably first stop will be the south of France. We absolutely love it there. Amy absolutely loves it there. It's where we want to spend the majority of our time because it's such the vibe down there, the temperature, the colours, everything is just unbelievable. And that's the reason why we love it so much. That's the reason why we go there. But I still want to go into Italy, want to go to Spain and Portugal and other countries, get out there, do some travelling, some sightseeing and bring you guys along with us. What I'll also be doing is talking a bit more about the technical side of van builds, a bit different from what Amy does. Is actually the technical stuff, the problems I had building my van out, some more information about my shower, which I know quite a lot of you quite like. Anyway, I'm going to go for a stroll around, I'm going to get back in the van. Want to go for a walk as well because a certain young lady is with us at the moment. Okay, so something else that's been going on this week is also this behind me. You see the cherry picker? So what they're doing is they're sorting out all of these trees, cutting down all the long branches and making a hell of a row with a chainsaw. Literally from 8 o'clock in the morning, that's our wake up call. Absolutely bloody marvellous, that, isn't it? And not only for one day, it's been going on for 5 days now. Okay, so this is where we've been staying. This is the car park. And as you can see, there's the lake. But anyway, let's go back and see if my daughter's actually got out of bed, yeah? Okay, I think I've found it. I think I found her. Be really, really quiet. We could probably sneak up on it. Okay, it's a really beautiful specimen. It's very, very rare. It's not extinct yet. But I want to just see if I can sneak up and catch a glimpse of the only thing that's called Amy. Oh, is she here? There she is. Found it, but be quiet. Shh. Be quiet.
I thought I could hear someone whispering my name. I was like, I don't know anyone.
You're right.
Yeah, I just took my van off.
Yeah. Look at this. Look, this doesn't happen often, but look how clear this is. Look.
I know, and it's not because I shoved everything in the cupboards like I normally do. Everything's out of the cupboards.
Everything's out of the cupboards.
I have space to breathe.
So it's all chucked in our van instead. That's what it is. But no, she's done a really good job of tidying up her van. It's been needed for quite some time now. And we finally got there. It's sorted out the back, it's sorted out loads of problems. It's been a bit dramatic, hasn't it?
Very. But it's all good.
In fact, I'm going to ask you this question as well. Okay? I think that Amy should cut this board out the back. This board here at the back of the shower, I think she should cut that out so she can actually stretch out and make this a bit of a more open area. So I think that's a good idea. What do you think, Amy, in the van?
I do think it's a good idea. I just like my pink wall. I like how it makes it feel like it's a separate area, but equally, if it did come out, it would feel a lot more open. And my van's already pretty small, so it might make quite a big difference. I don't know, I'm scared to carve up my van, really. Gloria deserves more than to be carved up.
Anyway, let us know what you think. Should she cut that backboard out or not? I think yes, I'm with yes. Amy's not sure. Let us know. So, let's talk van life in your 40s. It's now the next day. What you just saw was recorded yesterday, so this is today, and somebody else is feeling a lot better. Okay, so after 16, 17 months of living full time in this van, we're going to talk about some pros and cons of doing this at our age. Let's start.
Which is 49 and 45.
Thanks for that. Okay. What we're going to do is start off with some of the negative stuff about van life at this age and leave you on the positives, because I think it's fair to say, Charlotte, that the positives do far outweigh the negatives. So that's the positive thing about
Depends on
doing
which
this.
day you ask me, really.
Well, yeah, I suppose it does. One of the biggest negatives we could say about doing this in your 40s, or really kind of any age really, to be honest, is convenience. So with convenience, we've narrowed that down to really 3 things. 1, cooking, food, where you get your food, storing food.
And number 2 would be laundry. Instead of taking an hour, it takes about 4 hours. So yeah, finding a laundrette is kind of imperative. We've had mainly good experiences. The machines are well maintained, they're clean, etc. Whatever else, but when you're on the move, it's not always immediately obvious where you need to go, and it doesn't take a whole lot to put you off wanting to actually do a wash in the first place, so any excuse to put it off, but then you end up with about 3 weeks worth of clothes that need washing, and then that takes about 5 hours. In the winter it's a bit of a pain because you have to have them hanging, things you can't put in the tumble dryer you have hanging around the van, creates dampness, moisture, they get in the way, you keep falling off the hangers, then they get dirty again.
It's a bit like your leggings.
Yeah, I've got
The
some.
Leggings, I mean, you've got, does it take 3 days to dry them?
Oh, it seems to be 3 days. So.
It's like
Yeah.
different things just take different times.
I know not to buy them
there's-
again.
So they just hang up for ages, and they actually hang up here. And every time you sit down on this
pulls them
bench,
off.
it pulls it off, and oh my god!
And a tantrum from me ensues.
Oh yes,
But,
oh yes.
you know, they are minor inconveniences, but it's just always worth bearing in mind. In the summer, it's a lot easier. You can dry stuff in the front, hang them on the van, or if you're on a campsite or wherever, you can put your air out.
So yeah, big one is laundry, and yeah, it can be a complete pain in the ass. The next thing is, when you're in your van for such a long period of time and you live in it, is that you do buy additional stuff. You buy like a new coat, or you buy some new clothes, or some new shoes, or whatever it may be. You have to find a home for it. And that's not easy, because it's like you got to throw one thing out in order to buy something else. And unfortunately, Charlotte's not very good at doing that, are you, darling?
No, I have no interest in doing that.
So,
Sometimes things go to the charity shops and whatnot, but, you know, in general, I like to hold on to what I have.
this seat is fine, but the other one over there is like literally full up with stuff. I've got a new hanger over there, which I'm going to screw up to hang coats
You
over
probably
the
will
seat.
screw it up as well.
I'll screw it up.
Well, you said screw up. So you can screw it up, but you can also
Screw it up.
place it on the wall with nails
Screws.
or screws.
Screws. And if you've got some questions about things you're concerned about, then just get on the comments and let us know. We do read them, so if you have any questions, just let us know. We may not reply to all of your comments because it's quite difficult to do, but we do read them. So yeah, if you've got anything you want to ask us, just fire away. So yeah, let's talk about the positive side of doing this in your 40s. And the first one on the list has to be freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom to do, to a degree, whatever you want, okay? A freedom to go wherever you want, see whatever you want. If I wanted to go to Rome tomorrow to go and see the Colosseum, yeah, let's do that, you know? So you've got that amount of freedom. The other part of the freedom is financial freedom as well. It's got to be said. I know there's a big financial crisis and the cost of living. I see it on the news. I don't watch much news. We don't generally watch a great deal of news. It's all negative stuff, and we don't really want to go that negative route. But obviously we know about it. It's tough for people with raising interest rates and fuel bills and that sort of stuff. But it's got to be said, with van life, it's not really affecting us that much, is it?
No.
It's not really affecting us
No,
that
we know
much.
the price of the fuel. We've seen it's risen a lot. But I think it costs us a maximum of €20 a week to heat the van and have the heating on kind of most of the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, we've got solar panels on the roof, which takes care mostly of the electricity in here, certainly in the summer anyway. It's a bit more of a struggle in the winter.
Very
That
much
might
so.
be another video. But it's 100%, it's very, very, very cheap in comparison to running a house, which leaves you more money to do the things you want to do. I mean, that's the fact, isn't it? Because, you know, you can go somewhere, you can go and have a drink, you can go and have a coffee instead of spending that on your fuel bills, which is a big positive in my opinion. So if you are thinking about doing van life, it is cheaper and you can spend more time doing the things you want to do and spend more money on the things you want to do rather than just paying bills and all that sort of stuff. So that for us is a very, very big plus to van life.
So another very, very big plus is that you have a little bit more room for spontaneity in that if been somewhere for a couple of days, you look out the window, the weather's rubbish again, or raining, whatever, you kind of have the ability to just, well, okay, let's move on, let's find somewhere else, look at the weather chart, depending on whether it's being truthful or not that day, and then pack up and go, and kind of head for the nicer weather.
Spontaneity is if you wake up in the morning, you've had enough of the view or you've had enough of being where you are, just move on, you know. And you don't need to go far. In France, you don't need to go far. 20 minutes away, you've got different scenery, even different weather. It's really that simple. Talking about spontaneity, Amy is still here, our daughter. She's actually decided that she's had enough of the cold and she's going down to the south of France to chill down there. We don't know how long it's going to be before we see her again, but I've got a feeling it's going to be quite a bit of time. But yeah, she's going down to try and get some warmth from somewhere. That may be in Italy.
Milder weather.
Milder
it's
weather.
It's not going to be 30 degrees, but it's going to be milder.
Because currently it's raining outside, so yeah.
And the dogs don't like the rain.
But anyway, we've spent all this time with Amy and it's been absolutely marvellous spending Christmas. And we've spent it in the vans. It's been really good. Here's a little bit about what we got up to. Well, had a cracking Christmas, spent it here in MIDLIFE. It's an absolutely stunning village. We also have a little bit of a guest with us this time because obviously it is Christmas.
I'm a guest.
You are a guest. You are a guest on our channel now. So, you know, it's not her channel, it's ours, you know.
We're calling the shots.
That's it, that's it.
Great.
Absolutely. So yeah, we had a great Christmas in our van. Spent all day there opening up presents and
Playing games.
watching movies, playing games.
That I won.
Yeah, which you won. Okay. Double
Yay. Double champion.
double champion.
I was the champion of the listing the states in America.
I was the champion of absolutely fuck all. Anyway, so we're going to take you for a little walk around MIDLIFE. It's going to be our last day here. We have possibly outstayed our welcome here
Quite possibly by the ticket.
by the ticket on the windscreen. Which we actually noticed today, but it's now the 28th of December and the ticket was dated the 26th. So
we didn't see it. But
we didn't see it though. So anyway, we're going to go for a coffee. It's going to be our last day here. And skiing, I'll tell you what, it'd be lovely to do some skiing, but
yeah,
there ain't no snow. Also here is you can get a horse and cart, which is pretty cool. It sounds like Santa's coming. How cool's that? Santa! So there's actually a building here that's actually having some building work done to it, and around the building are a load of pictures that they've put up of what Muzhev used to look like back years ago. And I actually think it's quite interesting, you might not, but I do, of what it actually looked like prior to tourism. And I think it's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to look up the history of Muzhev and see exactly what the history of this place was. But look, that's what it looks like when it's covered in snow, which isn't what it is now. In fact, we've decided not even to go skiing. There's just such a small amount of snow here. But that's what it does look like. It's pretty cool. Now this is a little bit of a weird one, because this is actually an American tea room back in whenever this was taken, probably the 50s, maybe earlier. It's actually an American tea room. You can see it says it just, my arm's not working, just there. Okay, so the crew's ready. I think, just about. The crew's ready. We'll see you in Annecy. Okay, here's one for all the men out there. This is a suffering man right now. A suffering man. You can see it's dark, right? So we've been in Annecy for a little while now, and all I seem to have done is stand outside bloody shops. They're in here, Maj, looking at clothes. Okay, finally, I think they're on their way out. It's only been 45 minutes.
No.
Do you know what? That's 45 minutes of my life I am not getting back.
I was quick.
That was not quick.
I was quick.
No.
You didn't
that
have
was
to
not
come.
quick.
I was going on a shopping spree by myself.
Myself.
Yeah, but I got some cute clothes,
baby.
so it's worth it. I'm sorry you had to wait.
I got a good discount as well.
Yeah, I got a really good discount.
I was going to say, what did you buy?
It's like a 1960s vibe. We've got a gingham long skirt, and then I got this two-piece. Then I got this two-piece that I don't know what material it is, but it's like a top that's like cut like that, and then a little skirt to go with it. It's so cute.
Anyway, so that's what 45 minutes took to buy 2 outfits.
It was pretty quick.
Anyway, they're going to go and get something to eat now, hopefully. Otherwise I might just have to lose some weight, you know? So we just enjoyed a really, really tasty meal. Unfortunately, it was pretty loud in there. You wouldn't have heard a thing, so I didn't bother recording anything, because it is actually Ami's farewell meal. Because she, fortunately, is going tomorrow southwards to go and get some heat.
Going to the heat, bitches.
Yep, yeah. Literally had enough of the cold. I don't blame her. If I could do the same as well, I would be doing it for sure. So, oh, lamppost. So yeah, we're just walking back now to the vans, and then in the morning we'll be saying goodbye to this little one. I guess we'll see you in the morning. Okay, well, time to say goodbye. Have a squidge. I'll see you later. Well, in a few weeks' time or whenever. Enjoy your journey and have a safe journey, okay?
Will do.
Love you, darling. Drive safely.